Putin today is a combustible combination of grievance and ambition and insecurity all wrapped together. I vividly remember my first meeting with Putin as the newly arrived U.S. ambassador at the Kremlin, which, as you know, is built on a scale that's meant to intimidate visitors, especially newly arrived American ambassadors.
Putin is not.
Putin, no.
Built on a scale to intimidate visitors.
Not built on a scale.
Yeah.
His persona is meant to intimidate. So anyway, you go into the Kremlin, you walk down through these huge halls, down long corridors, you come to the end of one huge hall, there are these 2-story bronze doors. Kept waiting there for a few minutes just to let all this sink in. The door cracks open, out comes Vladimir Putin, who, despite his bare-chested persona, is actually not that intimidating in the flesh, but he comes walking through the door with great self-assurance. Before I got a word out of my mouth, said, "You Americans need to listen more. You can't have everything your own way anymore. We can have effective relations, but not just on your terms." Now that
was the start.
Yeah, that was the opening of our relation as ambassador, but it was vintage Vladimir Putin. Mm-hmm. It was not subtle. It was almost defiantly charmless, but the message was clear that his Russia was going to push back. If he was convinced, as many others in the Russian political elite are, that the United States and the West more generally took advantage of Russia's moment of historical weakness in the 90s. And I'm not trying to justify that, but that's the perception anyway.
You'd argue that there's some truth to that.
Some, but I mean, there's also some truth in the sense that Russians were never going to be comfortable with, junior partner status, and we're always going to look for ways to push back. But if that's his perception of the way in which Russia interacted with the United States in the 90s, when he saw a moment of weakness, dysfunction, polarization in our political system in 2016, he was quick to try to take advantage of it as well. He's an apostle of payback in that sense.